The Dreamwalker's Spark. In the quiet town of Oakhaven, Lucas was a boy who listened more than he spoke. For his 10th birthday, he didn't ask for much, but a heavy package arrived at his door with no return address. Inside, he found a pillow of the deepest velvet blue, decorated with a single glowing silver star. As he touched it, the star pulsed like a heartbeat, and a strange, sweet scent of lavender and ozone filled his room. That night, as Lucas rested his head on the silver star, the floor of his bedroom seemed to dissolve into mist. He wasn't falling, he was floating. He drifted down through layers of heavy, silent vapor until he landed softly on a ground that felt like cold wool. He looked around and gasped. He was in a world where the grass, the trees, and even the sun were shades of tired, dusty gray. "You've arrived at last," a booming voice echoed. Out of the fog stepped a tall, feathered creature with the head of a wise owl and the sturdy body of a man. He wore a cloak made of woven starlight. "I am Barnaby, the guardian of the Cloud Kingdom. We have been waiting for the Dreamwalker to wake us from this colorless nightmare." Barnaby explained that the Shadow King, Malachor, had stolen the world's vibrance to feed his own gloom. The only way to restore the light was to find Queen Aurora in the Whispering Mountains. "Only a dreamer from the waking world can carry the spark," Barnaby whispered. Lucas felt small, but as he gripped his blue pillow, he felt a surge of warmth. Together, they began their trek across the monochrome plains. High above them, Malachor watched from a throne of smoke. He was a being of pure darkness, a silhouette against a charcoal sky. He hated the light Lucas brought with him. With a wave of his hand, he sent a freezing wind to howl through the valleys, trying to blow out the silver star's glow. But the more Malachor tried to darken the world, the brighter Lucas's determination burned. They reached the Whispering Mountains, where the rocks didn't crumble. They sighed. The climb was steep and the air was thin, but Lucas didn't stop. He noticed that wherever he stepped, a tiny speck of green or gold would flicker in the gray dust for just a second. He was the Dreamwalker, and his presence alone was a challenge to the Shadow King's rule. At the very peak, they found a cage made of frozen tears. Inside sat Queen Aurora, her gown as dull as lead and her eyes closed in a deep, forced sleep. Lucas realized that he didn't need a sword to free her. He placed his blue pillow against the bars of the cage and thought of the brightest summer morning he could remember. The silver star erupted in a blinding flash of rainbow light. The cage shattered into 1,000 crystal shards, and Queen Aurora opened her eyes. As she stood, a wave of brilliant blue, radiant red, and vivid violet surged out from her, washing over the mountains like a tide. The gray was chased away, and the Shadow King's power evaporated into the morning sun. "The balance is restored," Barnaby said, smiling as his own feathers turned a rich, earthy brown. He handed Lucas a single leaf that remained gray, a reminder of the journey. Queen Aurora then pressed a small, sapphire blue marble into his hand. "This is a piece of the sky," she whispered. "Take it home, Dreamwalker." Lucas woke up in his bed in Oakhaven as the sun began to peek through his curtains. It felt like a dream, until he felt something hard in his palm and something crinkly under his blankets. He opened his hand to find the sapphire marble, and beside him lay the gray leaf. He smiled, tucked his tokens into a secret drawer, and laid his head back down on his starlit pillow, ready for the next adventure.
The story has ended, and the night is calm. Thank you for joining us on Magic Pillow. Snuggle up, close your eyes, and let your dreams take you to magical places. Sweet dreams, and good night.